Cook and Cassius here for the Cassius and Helder show here on BoxNation. With me, I have Martin Murray, looking fresh actually, from Monte Carlo. How are you, Martin?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks, mate. It's good to you.
Very well, thank you very much. People obviously giving you a lot of credit and saying went 11 rounds with Golovkin, but is that commiseration for you? Do you take any credit from the fact that you just went the distance with him, but didn't actually beat him?
It's not. Don't get me wrong. It's nice him saying nice things, obviously, but to me, I got beat, so I'm obviously gutted. And me going 11 rounds with Golovkin, it might be a surprise to some people, but it's not a surprise to me. I'm obviously disappointed, but just the way it is, mate. There's nothing you can do, is there?
I have to ask you, as you've been in the ring with him, what is the power like of Golovkin? Is it overhyped? Is it as people assume it is?
Don't get me wrong, it's extremely hard. The hardest I've been in with, but because I mentally prepared myself for a lot more, it was a nice surprise when I actually felt his power, which he had good power, like I said, but I was expecting more from him. And that's not painting his power in a bad light, because believe me, it's hard. But like I said, I think it's because I mentally prepared myself for a lot worse. But it's not only his power, it's his, he's just relentless. It's non-stop, his pressure, the way he cuts his ring off, the ring off, just gives you no breathing space, gets you on the back foot. It's quite hard to generate power from them type of positions. And just the way he's in there, I thought it was very, very good the way he opened you up, very surprising with his shots. And I thought it was quite good defensively as well. He's just very good in all the departments, and I think that's what makes him so good.
What was the game plan between you and Oliver Harrison into the later rounds? What was on your mind? What did you think you had to do at that point?
First, I've only watched the fight once, but this is what I thought when I was in there. First 2 rounds I thought were sound, everything was going well. Third round, obviously, he come back into it a little bit, put some pressure on me. Fourth, he caught me with the shot. That just changed the whole dynamic to the fight. I was recovering then 5, 6, 7. I thought 8, 9, 10, I come back into it. I thought I had good rounds up until I got caught in the tent. And then he just put it on me. But Oliver was telling me in the corner, the ref's on your case, you're going to have to do something, otherwise he's going to pull you out. So that's why when he did, there was no complaints. But the tactics were obviously all centre of the ring, pushing back. We did a lot of tactics on the ropes because we knew he was going to be there at some point, but we didn't expect to be there as much as we was. But like I said, the tactics were all centre of the ring and pushing back and pressuring, but we just couldn't do it. We couldn't sustain it. We had success when we was doing it, but I couldn't sustain him at middleweight. You know what I mean? And I know what and Oliver and the team know. I knew what I needed to do to beat Golovkin, but I couldn't do it on that night, not at middleweight. Do you know what I mean? I'm on about, we're deciding now whether we're going to move up to super middleweight. We've always said that that'd be the better weight for me. And yeah, we're just considering it now. So, do I think I could beat him at middleweight? No. Do I think I've got a chance to beat him at super middleweight? Yeah.
Obviously, I didn't know that you're thinking about contemplating moving up to super middleweight, but middleweight, super middleweight are 2 of the toughest divisions, both domestically and especially on the world scene as well.
Yeah, well they are, but that's where I'm at now at that level. I fought 3 of the best middleweights about over the past couple of years, and so I'm on that stage. I'm on that elite level, fighting the elite fighters. So it'd only be a natural progression to go up to super middleweight. Great domestic fights, world-class fighters domestically, and obviously on the world stage as well. So they're the type of fights I want to be involved in. They're the type of fights I can get myself up for. Do you know what I mean? Me 2 fights, not even me 2, me 4 fights. From the Martinez fight, me 4 fights following that, leading up to the Golovkin, which was my 5th one. The 4 fights, they didn't do anything at all for me whatsoever. You know what I mean? And the Golovkin one did. Obviously, I got beat again, which I'm gutted about. 3 world title fights now, drew 1, got beat 2. I'm obviously gutted about that. But they're the type of fight, and I want to win a world title, of course I do, but they're the type of fights that I get myself up for the most, and I put in the best performances, you know what I mean? So they're the fights I want to be involved in. I want to be in big domestic fights with world-class domestic fighters that we've got, super middleweight especially, and on the world stage, you know, so they're the fights I want to be involved in.
You were unlucky against many people thought you beat Martinez in his home backyard. You've come unstuck against Golovkin. How hungry are you to still want to capture a world title, Martin, in your career? Because you deserve one.
Oh, thanks, yeah. I mean, them fights, they was what they was. It's just the way it goes in boxing, unfortunately. But more than ever now, I'm more hungry than ever. You know, they say you learn more in your losses than your wins. And I learnt more from that fight with Golovkin than I have done in all my 31 fights before it. I've got more confidence from that fight than any I've had before it. And, you know, I just want to get back going now. I just want to get back fighting the big fights. And I know now more than ever, I knew it anyway, but I know now more than ever that I will one day be world champion. So the confidence is sky high, even though it was a tough fight and I did get beat. But the confidence I've took from it, I've took loads of positives from it. And like I said, I know eventually I'll get there.
Just finally, obviously, just got you and Matthew Macklin there together. Yeah. Again, this was a fight that the British fans have wanted for a long time, and it's not too late for that fight, is it?
No, well, I've obviously mentioned going up to super middleweight. I'm saying that because domestically, for me to be hanging around to get my chance again, say if Andy Lee comes past Quillen and then his manager's Billy Joe Saunders, you're talking 12 months away. You know what I mean? It's about me hanging on them for 12 months for meaningless fights, possibly, unless I get my chance, unless someone like Macklin, domestically, which is a big fight, can stay there. I'm on about moving up to super middleweight. But if that fight's turned middleweight with Macklin, it's a good fight, why not? Like I said, then I've always wanted to fight. I'd fight anybody, as he's proved, to be fair to him. He'll fight anybody. But the fights have got to be for the right time. He's coming back in a fight. Obviously, he needs a... After his last fight, it was a tough one. He needs a good one for one back into it, a nice easy one for him to see where he is. So I think that's what he's planning doing. And if he wants to fight, then obviously I'm game. I've always wanted to fight. Do you know what I mean? I've accepted it a couple of times before. And if it can get made and it makes sense for both of us, then why not?
We'll just see what happens, but like I said, it's no consolation for me to say to you, you know, what everyone knows and saw what you did on the night in Monte Carlo, but like I said, it wasn't to be. So I sincerely hope you go on and get that world title that you crave and you deserve to have. So,
cheers, pal.
All right, Martin Murray, thanks for talking to the Cassius and Helder show, and enjoy the rest of your night. Sorry,
no worries,
right in the middle of a fight, yeah.
No worries at all, mate.
Thank you very much.
It's only two of the people I come watching to see, actually, but he's, yeah, I've not watched it yet, so we don't know if he's doing well, but yeah, nice one, pal.
All right. This is Cougar Cassius, Martin Murray, Cassius and Helder show here on BoxNation. Thank you very much.